Yo, is anyone there? How you guys doing? All right, so we got Seed Squatch in the house. We got John Sanch. Let's go. We got the fam. Hey guys, sorry I was a little late. I had some calls that went over today, some sessions that went over today. You know, Sunday. I don't know why, but it ends up being one of my busiest days of the week. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm excited to get into some song reviews. It's been a while. And yeah, I just want to share with you guys everything I got for you guys, all right? So I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to expose myself. Perverts. Bunch of perverts. All right. Hey, who's here right now? Who do we got that's still in the house? That's what I want to know. Who's the real ones? We got John. We got, yes, sir. We got the Seed. We got the Squatcher. Squatching around town. Spreading his seed. Bro, we got to update your logo, Seed Squatch. We got to get you a different logo, bro. You got that stop sign over the globe stuff. Hella funny. All right, John Sanch, that's what's up. Oh, Ryan's in the house. We got the homies in the house. All right, so let's get into some uploads. Did you guys upload songs? Who uploaded songs here? That's what I want to know, because I'm going to review some songs. I want to listen to some music. Not that I haven't been listening to music all day, right? Like, but I want to listen to your guys' music. I want to give you feedback on this. All right, if you know how this goes, this is basically, I'm going to listen to your song for as long as I think is necessary to give you the right feedback on the song, right? I'm Bradley Denniston, if you guys don't know me. I know a few of you in here, so I know some of you guys already know me. But I am a Platinum Award-winning producer, engineer, Oscar, Grammy, Emmy nominated work, Academy Award winning work. I've worked on billion-dollar grossing films. I've been in music for about 25 years. Yeah, I'm an old man. I don't look it, but I just got good genes from my mom. My mom looked young until she was like, 57. So she still looks young, actually. But anyway, you guys, enough blabbering, and let's get into some music. I have to go to my folder here, and let's see who uploaded. I have no idea what we're going to be dealing with tonight, guys. So if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Y'all got to give some feedback too. This is really for you guys. You guys get a network connect, show your music to the world. I typically leave these up for people to see again on YouTube, and they end up getting hundreds, if not thousands of views. So you guys get an opportunity to get in front of my audience. I know we're at like 5,500 subscribers here on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, you're missing out, and I'm not going to beg you to subscribe. I say if you're not subscribed by now, you can go fuck yourself. What if I really thought that? Nah, I love you guys. All right, let's get into some YouTube live reviews. I put reaction because sometimes I just want to react to the music. Yo, what the hell? Okay, so 11:28. I got a PNG here of I don't know what. I'm not even gonna open it because I'm always afraid to open PNGs. And then I got Hector Sanchez. That's it. Like y'all are like slacking. Nobody uploaded anything tonight. Why am I here right now? All right, so Hector's gonna get like I'm basically just gonna go through and just what is this that you uploaded here, Hector? You got like some, okay, you got a little pre-gain. I don't know what the fuck that is, but y'all hate getting your songs reviewed, I guess, apparently. All right, let's go. Let's listen to Hector's song.
Try, it will not be the same.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Maybe your file got weird, or I bumped something. I don't know, but that was awesome. Like, I think really really cool song, really cool ideas and vibes in there, and I think it kind of like has a really interesting vibe of like indie, like Modest Mouse kind of vibes to like hardcore Deftones kind of shit, you know. So it's super dope. Love it. I would say overall, Hector, this track really needs mixing, bro. Like, if you're like trying to go out and put a record out, like for example, you want to take this and put it out somewhere, put it on Spotify. I don't care where the fuck you want to put it out. Distribute it right into the world. You can't put this out. Like straight up, this is a demo. This is an idea. People are gonna be like, I don't get it. You know, they're gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck this is, right? So it needs a mix. It needs a master. It needs to like bring out the sonics. You know, like here, I can't even understand the vocals. I can't hear them. They're really low, but they're also skewed and they're kind of like funky as far as like, as far as phase goes, right? Like they just kind of feel weird and like not right. The drums, everything doesn't really have the power in the mid range. It's just not like pushing out of the speakers. It feels more like, oh, we don't really want you to hear us too much because it's like I got a song and dun, you know. It's just a little passive aggressive, not even passive aggressive, just passive. And I think if you're making records nowadays, you got to be really like, here's my idea. This is my song. This is my record. It's not a demo. It's not a concept. It's the full thing, man. You can tune in on Spotify, Apple Music. It's going to sound fucking sick. I want you to rock out to this shit. And I'll tell you right now, the sonics just aren't here on this. And I can hear the song in there, but that's because I'm a music producer. I've produced so many records, and I've mixed so many records, and I can hear it in there, but it's not there. Like, you don't have it there, you know? Which it's going to take a lot of, you know, skills, talent to bring that out. Bring the sonics out, the clarity out, the punch out, the depth. I want to hear the vocals. I want to hear that vocal raspiness, that tone. I want to hear your vibe, bro, and I'm just not hearing it. Like it's buried under a blanket. You know what I'm saying? One more try. Yeah, it's like, you know, this kind of style of music, I've mixed so much of stuff like this. I mean, I was in post-hardcore bands when I was younger, back when I was 18, 19 years old, you know, screamo, post-hardcore, Deftones, metal type shit, new metal. And like this stuff really needs like that in-your-face compression, punch, the drums. It all starts with the drums. The drummer, whoever's playing drums here, is actually pretty good. You know, like I can tell there's some good musicianship in here. And you really got to bring that out, John. Is it John or is it Hector? I don't know. But, you know, if you're going to like make records like this, you really got to find a mix engineer that you can tune in with. And if you want me to take a stab at your mix, I am running a Black Friday deal until tomorrow. Then I'm going to take it down. But for $350, I'll mix this song, which is crazy because I usually would start at $500. And I think like you could really make this fucking something really dope. I mean, I'll just show you like, you know, cause there's not many people on here. Let's be real. And that's okay. It's Sunday night, but I want to give you guys that are on here a little special treat. And I want to take care of you guys. I want to show you guys some fun shit. So if just kind of show you a couple things, that I think would be really cool with this track that could serve it a little bit better. So if you guys are okay with that, if you're not okay with me going through and showing you some mastering moves, some compression, showing you how to really bring things out on this track, make it pop through the stereo, let me know and I'll just continue on giving you guys song reviews. I'm totally down with that as well. But if you want me to get into some mastering stuff, just give me a thumbs up here. Say, yes, let's do this. Something like that. Give me the sign. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Otherwise, we move right on. While you guys are deciding, I'm just going to make a new session here. I'm going to pop this bitch on. See, that's my guy right there, man. Always coming through. He's like, hell yeah, dude. That's what I want. That's what my ass always wanted, bitch. I love you guys for coming through, honestly. I would never do this shit if no one came through. If it's even like 2 people, I'm like, hell yeah, let's roll. I just love this shit. You guys have to understand how much I fucking love it. And I know you do, because most of y'all are like, yes, I love it too. All right, so just to like, let's see. Let's go to the downloads here and find the song. So Hector, let's pop this bad boy in. All right, just going to grab that guy, pop it in here. And right off the bat, when I master in any DAW, it doesn't matter where you master, guys. This 2022, going into 2022, you don't need to be like, I need a special mastering program. I only master in Pro Tools. Shut the fuck up. You know, so you're going to hear all that garbage all the time online. You know, you should only master in, like, it's like all these guys that are washed up, you know, they haven't stayed with the times. I only use Pro Tools. It sounds better. You sure about that, buddy? Maybe it's because you can't hear shit. Okay, so I digress. I usually go to like somewhere where you're going to get a little bit more loudness in the track. Okay, like in here somewhere is fine. And let's make sure you guys can hear this. I think you guys can hear that okay. One thing right away that I hear in the track that it's lacking is low end, okay? Just straight up. It's like, where's the low end? It's like everything's filtered out. And a good way to just show you what that looks like is just open up anything. It doesn't really matter, but I like the Pro Q3 or anything like it because it has a really good graphic, you know, show you what's going on. So just pay attention to what's going on down here because it feels kind of scooped and like there's not a whole lot of low end. So big mistake, right, is usually you're just not hearing the low end. You're not hearing the sub stuff, so you're just getting rid of it. But it can affect everything, right? It affects how the record feels, like on bigger speakers, on smaller speakers even, because when you're down here and you're missing like 50 hertz and all that stuff down here, it's okay sometimes, but this needs more like, it needs more feel. It needs more girth. Girthy girth. Okay. And that's just like the first thing I hear. I don't hear like, oh, I need to get rid of this frequency or that frequency. I just hear, yo, this is lacking low end. Like I don't feel the drums in my chest. Right. So the first plugin I'm going to go to for this is the, it doesn't matter. You can use whatever, but I have an idea here. And I always forget the name of everything because there's so many goddamn plugins, you guys. Okay, it's an EQ, and it is amazing. It's really dope on the low end. There it is, Better Maker. Okay, so the Better Maker here is really awesome for this sort of thing, okay? So with this EQ, it's sort of Pultec style, which I love, right? And what I love about Pultec style EQs is that they're very musical. You're not like boosting something and like, that's that frequency. It's more like, you're bringing like life in, you know. I want low end, bring the life of the low end in. I want some more sparkle, bring the sparkle in. Like you're not like, bring the 16K in. So here I like to go pretty broad, like just go really broad on the bandwidth for now. And then this is a 30 boost, which is really important. If you boost and attenuate at the same time because it's a Pultec style EQ, you can get some really, really cool ideas out of it. Even 20 hertz, all the way down to 20 hertz, because it's going to affect 40 and 80 and all that good stuff, right? So let's just hear this. I haven't done much, right? I'm doing a little boost, little attenuation, which changes the curve, right? Peaks the curve out a little bit more. So that already for me kind of like gives that feeling, right? It's like, you know, like brings it up. But without compression, you're just like really not going to get all those ideas through, because like this is mainly mix issues that I hear. So before the Better Maker, I probably want to just give a little compression and also just like a little bit of harmonic stuff, right? So harmonics and compression for me is going to typically be like some manly stuff, right? Like, and if it's not manly variable mu, it's going to be another plugin that basically is modeled after this idea, which is just a tube compressor. You can use Fairchild 670, whatever, right? But let's go in, let's just grab something like light, gentle compression or bus compression. Here we go, stereo bus compression. Now we have this something set up here. This dual input is what I want to pay attention to. I want to drive it to give me color and mid-range drive, but I don't want to drive it to give me distortion, okay? And it's always going to be distortion, but there's a point where it actually sounds distorted and not good. Okay, so let's try this out. Oh, another thing, you have the threshold on minimum or maximum. Minimum is going to be fully compressing. Maximum is going to be basically a higher threshold. So you're getting into the plus. This is minus, okay? So we'll start to back off that as well as we push into the input. I really just barely want this to move. Maybe 2 dB of compression just for color. So now that I kind of have like a little bit of that idea crossed as far as my gain, and I'm pushing a little bit more, I can hear that I want a little sheen and sparkle on top. And the reason being is because this record feels very blanketed and it feels, you know what I'm saying? So I want to like kind of, I want it to open up, right? So I'm going to boost this a little bit. This is 12K. We'll go 12 or 16. I think even 16K could work really cool. And then we're going to attenuate as well, just a little bit. Remember, Pultec style. Don't forget, Pultec style, motherfucker. All right, here we go. And then I will work with these mid-lower bands and stuff like that, but let's check this out. Okay, so again, a lot of mix issues, but hopefully you're hearing sort of how it opens up, and now you're kind of understanding what he's actually even saying, right? Another thing is just pay attention to the drums as I A-B this, right? I'm going to take this in and out. If you're looking at this and you're like, he's clipping, you need to fucking quit music, all right? Because if you can hear, like use your ears and understand that this is a 64-bit mixer, this ain't shit, all right? Shut your fucking mouth. Don't worry about this. This is like the problem with whatever everyone's doing nowadays. Oh, I can see it's peaking in this red. You got it red. You're fucking up the mix, man. That guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's in the red. Dude, just if you can't hear well, like you can't do mixing. You can't even do music, all right? So if you're worried about that stuff, yeah, you're in preschool right now. All right, so I'm going to put these in and out, and I want you to pay attention to the drums. Okay, so if you can use your ears, if you can understand what's going on there, we're just kind of bringing clarity and we're separating, and the voices now, you're hearing more of this throat, and you're also hearing more intelligibility within the vocal as well. Now, if I want to kind of push that idea a little bit forward, which I think the vocal's kind of lost, and that's why I would want to do this, I would go in and I would grab an EQ. You can use any EQ, it doesn't really matter. I just have my go-tos that I always use because I can get there faster, right? So BX Digital V3, we're gonna go to like a mid-side mastering start. I'm going to reset all this shit because I hate the fact that it like comes on with presence shift and all this shift stuff. Okay, we're gonna make this mono maker on, and we're gonna hit like, where I'm hearing the kick is the 40, 80, all that stuff, right? So we're gonna go up to about 80. Here, like 84, 88, somewhere like that. That's going to focus the low end in the center. We're going to give just a little bit more width to this whole thing. Not much. 117% is plenty. I'm going to then use this to scoop out any garbage, which not really a big problem in this track because there's like literally like that's already all scooped out. I'm going to go and find the vocal, okay, in the center. So this is the mid side, the mono side, center, image, stereo side, outside image, okay? So we're gonna find the center, we're gonna put the vocal in the center, and we're gonna push it forward. Okay, so tricky part with this is if I start looking in the mid-range, the 1 to 3K area, I'm pushing that guitar way too forward. And that's a mix issue, right? Is the guitar, bang, like it needs to be compressed, it needs to be on the outside, it shouldn't be in the center, right on top of the vocal. Hopefully you're taking notes here, John. I really hope that you are. I hope you got like a notepad. You're like, fuck, man, he's right. Okay, we gotta trim out, get the guitar, pan it a little bit, make sure we compress it so it doesn't have notes sticking out, you know, stuff like that. So you can hold that guitar together and you can get it out of the way of vocal. Because if I'm gonna go to 5K to boost the middle to get the more intelligibility out of the vocal. But if I go to where I really want to push the vocal in the center, you're gonna hear this guitar come out. So we can get away with this 1/6, but you'll notice like I'm hitting a certain frequency where the guitar is really peaking. It's like, bang, you know, it's just like the note. So I'm going to widen this just a little bit. And actually, I think I'm going to tighten it really because I really want to focus on this 136. And I want to just give it like maybe half a dB, somewhere around there, right? Just to get the vocal to poke out there. And then I want to go to that 5K area where I was right around 5K. And I want to boost that with a little more width, right? So maybe a dB. All right, let's check this out. So I hate that guitar, like it has like that note going, you know, it's like just driving me fucking nuts. But there's really not much we can do about that. One thing I would try to do is maybe some dynamic EQing so that when that actual frequency comes, you know, and it pokes out, we kind of catch that and duck it a little bit. And you can do that with any dynamic EQ. I'm just going to pick Pro Q3 because it's fast for me, right? So it's in here. It's in this 1 to 2K area. Let's check it out. Okay, so this 2K area right here really peaks out. So I got to tighten this up and I'm going to duck it, right? Like, so I'm basically going to take the Q, go really tight on it. And this is what I see people doing surgically all the time, but they don't know why they're doing it. You don't want to just EQ it out. What I want to do is make this dynamic, and I want to bring this back up so that it only hits when there's excessive use of that 2K. All right, check it out.
Trying so hard not to think of the regret I have of letting you go out of my grasp. One more try.
So now if it's at 2K, it's going to be at 1K as well, but we want to make sure we're not fucking up the vocal too much. And now look at, I'm just like fixing mix issues, you guys. Like this should be in the mix. This should not be in the master, right? I should not be trying to fix this shit doing what I'm doing right now. This is stupid. This is dumb. I'm doing dumb shit right now. But, you know, you got to fix what needs to be fixed. I'm going to take that actually like that, and I'm going to take that. That's good. And I'm going to check this out.
Deep breath, hold it in now. Trying so hard not to think of the regret I have. Deep breath, hold it in now. Trying so hard not to think of the regret I have. Deep breath, hold it in now. Trying so hard not to think of the regret I have of letting you go out of my grasp.
Okay, so that's doing something. It's not doing enough for that guitar, but, you know, it's a mix thing. I think it's really just a bad balance. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into this lower mid stuff on this Better Maker because I think it's super fucking musical. And I think in this 300, 400 area, we can clear up some clutter. And I also think we can push, yeah, this doesn't go far enough down, but maybe 650, 700 is a little weird for me as well. Check it out.
Deep breath, hold it in now. Trying so hard not to think of the regret I have of letting you go out of my grasp. One more try, it will not be the same. I need you now to heal this pain. Bottled up deep, screaming softly. I can't fight the pain and I can't fight these tears anymore.
The cool thing also that you can do with this is you could put it in like stereo placement mode and just say just the middle, right? So like I only want to take this down in the middle, not on the sides. And I think that that's actually really, really powerful. Okay, so check this out.
Deep breath, hold it in now. Trying so hard not to think of the regret. Deep breath, hold it in now. Trying so hard not to think of the regret I have of letting you go out of my grasp. One more try, it will not be the same. I need you now to heal this pain. Bottled up deep, screaming soft.
Might be subjective. The drums feel a bit on the tight metal side for the looser 90 Rex. Yeah, dude, it just depends on what you're trying to do with the record. For me, like, you're hearing like 90s rock. I don't hear that. Like, you know, like you get into this. That's not 90s rock. That's like some Deftones 2000s, man. Like, you got to know your references. And, you know, if the drums sound a certain way, it's because of the drum selection. Because the kick already sounds like that tight kick, like that tight metal kick. You're not going to change that, bro. Not in mastering, not in mixing even. You can in mixing, but why would you do that when you could just select better or different drum sounds that fit the vibe that you're going for better? So I'm not producing this record, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm producing this record, I start with that 90s kick drum, that 90s rock sound, if that's what I'm going for. But I just don't think that that's the case on this record, because that's definitely a early 2000s kick. 100%. Even the drum sound, the drum patterns, the screaming on the chorus. Bro, you got the guy here, man. You can ask him. John, what were you going for with this? What are your influences with this song? He says, thanks for listening. I like that. A man of few words. All right, so Better Maker, cool. Yeah, all right. So now let's tighten it back up with a little bit more compression, okay? Now, I'm just taking you through this process. You guys stop me at any time. You're like, bro, I don't need to see this shit anymore. Stop, Brad. Go back and review my song. You know, it's all good. I'm not going to stop you from getting annoyed by this. But I do want to show you this stuff, and I do want to help you guys get better at stuff. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into a tight compressor. It needs to be something that's going to be punchy. It needs to be something like VSC. This is great. This is perfect. Quad discrete VCA, all right? So we just want very, very small compression. Mix bus limiting. That works. All right, let's check it out. Yo, that's way too much. All right, so we're not going to use that compressor because I can already hear the tone of it. It's not going to work. So I'm going to use the Slate Digital, basically SSL, right? So let's go to the SSL, which is going to be the virtual Moo Gray. All right, Gray. All right, so now we got the gray here. Let's just go to any preset that's just going to give us, I don't give a shit. Just give us punchy mix. No. Classic mix. I don't want any of that. Okay, so let's go really slow on the attack. Let's go release pretty fast. It could be kind of slower. Depends. We'll hear it. We'll turn the threshold ratio. I'm going to go like real small, like 1.5. We're going to pass out. We're going to let everything else go through. That's like that sub stuff that we've worked hard on. And we could even use this mix blend. Let's check it out. Deep breath, hold it in now. Trying so hard not to think of the regret I have of letting you go out of my grasp. One more try, it will not be the same. I need you now to heal this pain. Bottled up deep, screaming softly. I can't fight the pain, and I can't fight these tears. Okay, I'm liking that. I think that's really dope. Now I want to start to push things forward a little bit, okay? Let's clear it up a little bit with Goldfoss, just because it's kind of a cheat code. I mean, come on, bro. Like, you don't need this plugin unless you're getting paid to mix, but everybody loves it. All right, so I'm gonna filter out everything down here at the 50 and up here so that we can not affect that stuff, okay? And then I want to tame probably just a little bit here and recover. Let's hear it.
Deep breath, hold it in now. Trying so hard not to think of the regret I have of letting you go out of my grasp. One more try, it will not be the same. I need you now to heal this pain. Bottled up deep, screaming softly. I can't fight the pain and I can't fight these tears anymore.
But you can see, like, we're not going to fix things in the mix. It's just going to bring out the shit that's bad even more, right? The thinness, the weirdness in the vocals and the doubles, the EQ of the vocals being really back and not compressed enough, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's just going to bring in all the parts of the mix where you weren't like fluid throughout, right? Like you didn't pay attention. You paid attention to parts, and then certain parts needed more work. And I really highly don't recommend that you mix like that. I recommend you do the drums all the way through the song. Then you do the bass all the way through the song. Then you work the vocals all the way through the song, you know, so that you can have the full song structured in a way rather than trying to do like sections. And I'm going to mix this section. It's going to be really dope. And you get to the next section and you're like, dude, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with that. All right. So next thing I'm going to do, just so that we have some sort of limiting on here, so we don't have the peaks and the overs or whatever, I'm just going to put a little DMG on here, and we're going to go pretty fast with that. We'll go a ceiling of like 0.3 is good. And then I want to just have that there. And then the next thing I want is I want like just a little bit more limiting, like smashing in your face kind of shit, right? Which is going to be for me, I want to add like some Oxford inflator. And I'm just going to give it a little effect and a little curve and then band split it. Let's check it out.
Deep breath, hold it in now. Trying so hard not to think of the regret I have of letting you go out of my grasp. One more try, it will not be the same. I need you now to heal this pain. Bottled up deep, screaming softly. I can't fight the pain and I can't fight these tears anymore. I can't fight
So that's kind of like the shape I would give it, right? Like, so if I A-B'd this, obviously I could tweak it more, but I would honestly just want to mix this, like, so the mix sounded good rather than how it sounds. Because basically you're trying to polish something that, like, if you're at like a D plus, I can get this to maybe a B, you know what I'm saying? But I want to start with a B or a B plus so I can get it to an A plus, you know? So we're basically starting with like a 64 out of 100, trying to get it to, you know, maybe an 80, 85, right? With some mastering. But you could easily overprocess and you could easily like make this sound like dog shit even more, right? Because you might be bringing out even more problems and frequencies that were already problems that were never fixed or taken care of in the mix. Whoever's left right now on this live is geeking out, bro. Like, y'all are geeking out with me right now. Okay, so I'm gonna A/B this so you guys can hear it, and you let me know if it's better or worse. Yeah, so that's about it. Like, that's kind of what I would do with this master. You can definitely finesse it more. You can master certain sections, but the truth is there's just already so many artifacts and things that need to be fixed in the mix, right? It's all mixed stuff. It has a whole lot of to do with the mix. I don't know about the recording. It would be hard to tell until I actually like open the session up. All right. So I know I just spent like a lot of time on that. And you know, sorry, that's part of the live, you guys. And there's only 4 or 5 people on here, so I figured, hey, let's go through that. Hopefully that makes sense, though, John. That's your deep dive into your mix. And you guys, I'm gonna give you one more song that I'm just gonna review, and then I'm gonna get out of here. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But I do appreciate you guys coming through. And I do appreciate you guys wanting to kind of take a deep dive into some mixing, mastering kind of tips and go a little bit further. All right, so let's get into some Seed Squatch. Actually, let's make sure we're doing this by date modified. I just want to make sure I'm hitting the right people. It looks like it was Hector, and then it was Matt who uploaded a PNG, which is great. Thanks, Matt. And then it's C-Stand. So we're going to do C-Stand. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go in order. Yo, John. Like I said, for mixing and mastering right now until tomorrow, and I only have really a few slots left for this, but I have a Black Friday Cyber Monday deal of $350 for the mix and master, and you're going to get a round of revisions with that as well. Okay? So if you want to do that, hit me up. You know where to find me. Here's my email. I would love to take something to the next level for you, man, because with a mix, that song could actually be really fucking sick. I actually would dig that. It definitely has that 2000s Deftone kind of vibe for me. That's just what I hear, and I like it. It's my vibe. All right, so C-Stand, let's go.
This is the Loma fire that's burned about 20 acres.
A fire that gunning down 2 men in a recording studio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your
C-Stand.
In the booth, it's demolition. Martin Freeman, desolation. Your career's in devastation. Do the math, it's decimation. I can smell the desperation. Take your shot, here's ammunition. I'm still here, so what's your mission? Bomb is set for detonation. What a breeze, spitting with ease. You almost thought I was describing a sneeze. Rap's a disease, COVID-19. This line's so sick, it needs a vaccine. Can't ever sleep, living the dream. A nightmare on Elm Street for Freddy indeed. Spitting with speed, Keanu Reeves. Even John's Wick can't handle this heat. Vitamin C, fresh and squeezed. Providing with all of the nutrition you need. Master Chief, Halo 3. I'm the one elected to eliminate elites. Trying to flee, no guarantees. 100% D with certainty. Hide and seek, can't hide from me. I'll find you like a car's extended warranty. Why do other rappers have to act so tough? Why can't we all just be happy and get along? Here, let me start by listening to your new song. Oh, okay, I get it now. It's because you suck. Too easy, I'm a savage. The best you got is below my average. Easy, throw beef my way. When I shoot the cow, it'll make.
Okay, so straight up for me, like, it just feels a little too contrived. This track does. It feels like too like Eminem wannabe kind of vibe. But you know, that being said, I think it's mainly in the performance that it's not really selling me through. Obviously, like, the mix and master is crazy on this. It's all clipped out. It doesn't sound good. It's like, yo, calm down with the compression. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Like, I don't care about that. I would really work more so on the song than I would rather work on the you know, even the production's not very good. It's just kind of basic, you know, stock sound kind of stuff. But yeah, Chris, definitely Eminem-y. It's a great way to put it. But yeah, overall, like, it's more delivery stuff. I don't know what I've been. I've took Carlo babbling, ripple tapple dabbling. Like, you just, like, if you're, like, if you can't act, like, if you can't, you're not at that level of acting, like, you should definitely not try to do the character stuff, you know, because especially, like, it sounds like you're reading. If you're going to do that, you need to do it like an actor would do it. Like, memorize your lines so you're not reading the raps. Like, memorize the raps so you can really dig into the da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, ba-ba-da. You know, like, you can actually, like, act it out instead of, like, it's sounding like you're rapping. I'm reading from the scrapting. You know, I think that's really the problem I'm having with this track, more so than anything else, is that it feels scripted, it feels written, it feels too cliche and too contrived. But you can easily fix that by just memorizing your lines. Become a great actor if you're going to be a rapper. Memorize your lines. Don't read them off your phone. And if you can do that, you'll start to perform the song rather than read off a phone and hope that people like it. That's all I can say about that. But overall, like, yo, dude, I could tell you're a pretty good writer. Like, you got some cool shit. So I think you just got to, like, hone in on your acting. You got to hone in on the delivery. You know, be clever with it. Be punctual. Throw that shit in there. But, like, do it with your own sauce. Don't do it like Eminem would do it. And you know, maybe pick a different beat. You know, something that's not so, like, 2005 Eminem. Like, it's just a da, da. Like, it's just kind of dated sounding to me. Yeah, that's my kind of opinion there. You guys, that's the time I got for tonight. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, and I apologize for being late, okay? You guys understand, like, I am doing so many other things besides doing live song reviews, but I want to do these for you guys, so I'm going to try and do these whenever I can, all right? Show up on Wednesday. We're going to do another song, live song review, and I would love to see you guys there, and we can, get into more songs. Today I was late, but also like there weren't very many songs uploaded when I got here. I think it literally was just Hector. So, that's something to me. I'm like, if you guys aren't going to upload anything, I'm not going to show up for these things, so definitely make sure when you get that email, you upload some music, you show up to this shit, because I really want to give you guys some sauce. That's it. All right. Love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks, Chris, John. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Seed Squatch. Always G, number one. Seed Squatch with the sauce. And thanks, Richard Roosevelt, for showing up. Thanks, James. I didn't even know you were here, James. What's up? You guys have a good night, and I will be talking to you. If you're in the Radium Roundtable mentoring group, we're going to do a call on Tuesday. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to tap bases. We're going to do like in-depth song review for you guys, because that's what we do in the mentoring group. You know who you are, right? We got James here. We got Ryan in here. We got Chris in here. We got the fam in here, Seed Squatch. Yeah. So love you guys. Thanks for always showing up. Appreciate it. Happy Sunday.